when we were trying to talk earlier before the program, I was wondering if everything is now the way it should be in the APC family, because I do know that perhaps some months back there were some talks about mistakes being made. Has all of that been sorted out now? Are we all on the same page, so to speak, in APC, especially as it relates to the South-South?
Well, thank you for having me. I'd like to say that of all the parties that are in contest, especially the front runners, the APC seems to be the one that has had its acts together. Of course, you know, as a political party populated by people, there is no way you can run away from frictions and disagreement and all. But the party has been in a pole position to douse tension and deal with flashpoints. Generally, we have a very united and committed party. A few days to the election, we couldn't have been happier. The situation in the APC gives us hope.
How strong, let me just look at it from there, even though I know you can speak on national politics, but since you have a special interest in this, shall we say, project, your assignment seems to be the grassroots. Give me an evaluation, your evaluation of how APC is doing. Is it satisfactory? Is there much more work to be done? Or do the work that has already been done, does it sort of give you cause for confidence?
Well, in the grassroots, I think that I must state this very clearly. Perhaps this is the first time in the Nigerian political firmament, weeks running to or months running into the election, where a major political party has dedicated its time, its energy, and the resources to interacting with the grassroots, with the setting up of this Tinubu Shettima Grassroots Independent Campaign Council. It has been a lot of work for us. We've been going from house to house, from hamlet to hamlet, from village to village. And the results are in the humongous crowds that we have in the PCC organized rallies all over the country. Now, I have heard a lot of people say that these rallies are contrived, paid for, that the crowd, the people that come there are procured. But we challenge other parties to do so, if it is possible. The kind of crowds that we had in Kano, Kwara, Niger, even the one that we had in Delta, I dare to tell you that there is nobody, no matter how rich, that can procure those kinds of crowds. Those crowds are, as a result, a consequence of the work that we have been doing in the grassroots. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is very, very popular in the grassroots. The reason is very simple. He is seen as a rewarder of loyalty and hard work. And in the grassroots, tales are told of him as perhaps a miracle worker. And so they believe very strongly that if given the support, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will definitely transform this country. Like I said in the last time I came here, Nigeria is poised to break out. Now, what Nigeria needs now is the kind of leader that understand these times and this position that Nigeria is at, and what needs to be done to create the environment where Nigeria can break out and take its rightful place in the Community of Nations. And Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been identified as that kind of leader that is going to ignite the kind of progress, the kind of development that we require at this time. And so it resonates with the people. I can assure you that you watch out even the rallies leading to the the days leading to the elections and the rallies that we're going to have, you will see a response by Nigerians to come out and listen to the man that they believe is going to be the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Indeed.
But if you want to come to the South-South, I would like to say that from 1999, the South-South has been one of the power regions for the opposition PDP. That situation has changed dramatically. In the South-South today, I would like to tell you, and it is true, that the contest is not between Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the PDP. It is rather a contest between Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Peter Obi for obvious reasons. But because of the structures that are available to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he is in a pole position in the South-South. And by the special grace of God, there is no state of the South-South, regardless of the fact that a South-Southerner is the vice presidential candidate of the PDP, that has not gained any traction outside a small territory in the Delta State. I can assure you that at the end of the day, when results have been counted, you will find that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do very handsomely in the South-South. We are working to harvest the consequence, the fallouts of the intractable war that has engulfed the PDP. We also know that the people of the South-South believe very strongly that the presidency of Nigeria must move from the north to the south. And of the two candidates in the south, they do know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one that has the requisite experience, the intelligence, and the antecedents to do what is necessary for the entire Nigeria, South-South inclusive.